Hello. Okay. Yeah, now that we have this microphone working, I gotta say, it's been, I don't know, man, it's been a hard few days. I'm not I'm sure y'all heard what I said yesterday in my Raw review. I feel like I said, it's a day-by-day process, and, I'll come back to it. Maybe I'll talk on it more, but I'm feeling a little better today. But, Smackdown, I felt like it's taking me ever to get this microphone set up. I had to do a lot of tests to it, but, what do I have to say about Smackdown tonight? The go-home show for SummerSlam this Sunday. And what did we really get from this show? Was it even good? Or did it leave more things undesired in Detroit, Michigan tonight, huh? And we kicked it off with Charlotte, which had her gear, and talked about one of the, cutting in the pro wrestling industry and what the dedication it takes to be in this business. Some people have it, some people quit and do something else. She said that her opponent, though, Trish Stratus, decided to leave when the women's evolution was just starting, and she went home to her family to drive in a minivan, and that Trish coming back to have one more match as a sign of Charlotte's, success. It eats her up inside, and that Trish is jealous, and, she wants to come back for one more match just to bleed some of the glory or, the hard work that the new generation has put in of women. And she had a video package on the screen, which was supposed to show Charlotte's accomplishments, but it showed all of Trish Stratus's accomplishments. Charlotte was pretty much pissed in. Trish's music hit. Trish came out, and I guess you didn't expect that video to happen, huh? And it pretty much made Charlotte angry because she said that the queen is used to getting what she wants, but Charlotte says she saw the minivan in the staff parking lot. Trish said, I had the video played to show you who I really am, pretty much. And she pretty much claimed that Charlotte, you've gotten all these groundbreaking opportunities here and there. Okay, you got that. But she's the reason why you have all this stuff today. Pretty much then also, what else did she say? Pretty much said, Trish, we could both agree that, it is going to be one more match, because she wanted to prove to her kids and her fans that she can still do this. And pretty much so Charlotte, you may be the queen, but you're not Trish Stratus. Charlotte pretty much told her that, I'm going to be in your nightmares, and on Sunday you will bow down to the queen. Trish slapped her. Charlotte pretty much laughed and left from out of there then, as she pretty much, smiled walking away. But I will say that this crowd, they did pop Trish, I'll give them that, but I feel like even now it's like they just they weren't even really into that promo for some reason, and weren't really kind of believing this. Listen, I've only known they had like literally 1 week to build this entire match for this Sunday, okay? You've only literally had 1 to 2 weeks of build, so this was a last minute decision. The promo wasn't bad or anything, but I just feel like there's a lot being left out that is desired to why is this happening in to begin with. But I guess they look at this as, this is a match that everyone needs to see. This is a dream match and stuff. I do believe, like I said before, they just don't want to put the belt back on Charlotte. So let's add another clip to her ring and have her beat a legend. Do I think the match is going to be good though Sunday? I hope so. I do want to see it. I actually do want to see it. Okay, I've said it before. Trish versus Charlotte, that's not bad. I'll give it that. Yeah, it's kind of rushed and doesn't really have a lot of meaning to it and stuff, to why people should care for this match, and just look like this is just another way to get Charlotte over. But I hope the match is really good, and I do want to enjoy it too. We haven't seen Trish wrestle, and after last night, she didn't do nothing. She didn't punch anybody. She didn't even hit anybody. She just stood on the ring apron. That's all she did last night on Raw. She stood on the ring apron. So hopefully we get something better. They didn't show the Goldberg and Dolph Ziggler thing from last night. Goldberg's music hit, which people thought was Goldberg, but Dolph Ziggler, who probably was almost like Chris Jericho in WCW when he tried to imitate Goldberg. And what was that big guy's name? He was like the guy that drove the WCW ring truck or something. was it Rubens or something, or start with a P, Phillips, or I don't remember the guy's name, but I think he was like the WCW like ring truck guy, and these guys that had like these T-shirts on that were like Goldberg's entrance. And if you remember, Jericho locked himself outside of the building, which was legit and everything. So yeah, that's what Dolph Ziggler kind of reminded me of when he started coming out doing Goldberg's entrance, almost like a wannabe Jericho for some reason. And it looked really bad, him just trying doing the whole punch thing and stuff. Just very bad imitation of him. He was supposed to go against Rey Mysterio, but then next thing you know, Dolph Ziggler beat the living crap out of Rey Mysterio. And then Ziggler pretty much said, he super kicked him, and he says, I'm tired of these legends, and another legend goes down to him. Ray lost the match last night anyways, but he said they keep coming back, and this is what happens when these legends keep coming back. Even though, yes, Rey Mysterio is a legend and everything, Rey Mysterio is a legend, but he's been back every week on the show, so it's not like Rey doesn't show up and then disappear and just show up after every few months. Okay, Ray has been on the show. All right, he's been on here. He's he's been on TV almost every week, other than that injury he had not that long ago. But why is not acting like Ray was just he's showing up like what's the word for it, nostalgic, or just a one-time thing? The guy just wrestled last night against Almas in a really good match. Now he gets the crap beat out of him by, HB Ziggler, or whatever you want to call him right now. And, then they had Mustafa Ali come out, and I thought Ali was going after Nakamura. I don't know what happened to that. He pinned the Intercontinental Champion last week, but now he's coming to help Rey Mysterio. And, the match itself with this, because all he did was check Rey and get in the ring. Yeah, the match was all right. I'll say that, but I'll give it that. But Ziggler still won. He hit a super kick. But now, why should we now believe with Mustafa Ali now going after Nakamura when the guy just lost to Ziggler now? Huh? Where are we going with that? Come on. What is I don't know. Something about that didn't make a lot of sense. And listen, this whole Goldberg, I've said it before, like I said last night, the whole Goldberg thing is just Goldberg's just trying to redeem himself after what happened in Saudi Arabia. That's all he's trying to do. Ziggler there, I just don't care. I've said this before because I didn't know who he was going against at first at SummerSlam, but 9 times out of 10, I guess it was going to be Goldberg, because people thought it'd be Michaels. Nobody didn't want to see Miz again. Michaels wasn't going to wrestle, so there you go on that. They then went to the Roman Reigns interview about the whole, and they showed the car thing again from like, the footage and stuff what happened, because, Roman and Caleb Braxton asked him that, what's going on, huh? And then Roman was pretty much like, he's been through a lot this year, and this isn't what he expected. He's been in the dark on this. He don't know who's attacking him or anything, but, they asked him about his safety, and Roman said that WWE had offered him extra security, but he said he's man enough to do things on his own, and they wanted to know who she asked, who do you think it was? Roman pretty much said, he publicly apologized to Samoa Joe, and, we're gonna get some answers tonight, so, I don't know, it looked like a basic interview. Shouldn't you be, I'm no expert or anything, but, should you be more pissed off for some guy trying to kill you, or, a little bit mad, just kind of like he was just kind of looking at it as, I don't know who's trying to attack me or take me out, but I'm gonna do something about this. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know who it was, but they're gonna give me extra security. I gotta find out and apologize to Joe, but I don't know. The guy should be like, I'm gonna find who did this and take them out. Whoever's trying to take me out, or make it like some type of hunt game, kill or be killed if you want to go from that. But I'd be pissed off a little bit more if somebody tried to drop a whole bunch of stuff on me or run me over with a car. So the interview was just kind of whatever with him. They talked about the Harley Race thing and played the video package again. Natalia went against Ember Moon. This wasn't actually that bad of a match, I thought about it. It ended up with a double count out with Natalya. I did like that kick Moon did on Natalya into the barricade, though. I thought that was pretty brutal, but Natalya did hit the sharpshooter on Ember Moon on the outside of the ring, which ended up in a double count out. Ember Moon did not tap, by the way, too. I will say that. But just given the time that was given in the middle of this match, it was good. I will say that. And, they're trying to get Natalya over as a big heel to go against Becky and everything. One thing I will add also, at least Ember Moon did not but did not lose a match like last week, because last week just pissed off a lot of people last week when they had Moon lose to Bliss in that stupid tag match. Okay, you're just going to have the challenger go. Like I said, you pin the challenger that's facing the champion at SummerSlam in under a week. So at least in this way, with this double count out, none of the women lose. And, it makes Natalya look strong, but Moon never tapped out too. So, at least it looks strong and somewhat like defeated. Bayley did come out and make the save, then, knocking Natalya, over, knocking the sharpshooter out, and, Moon stood back up on her own. Because it was better than last week when you have the idiot, Bliss out there, pinner, and, just giving that girl another title is just fucking bonkers to me at this point. It really is. It's bonkers, okay? It really is bonkers over that tag title match. And you can see more what I had to say about that on Raw. I just said at this point, just kill the freaking division, because who really gives a shit at this point? And it's like people said, it has already been known, but it was one thing people have said, though, and this has to regard with last week with the whole Bliss Pin and Moon thing. If you are blonde, you have nice tits, more ass, you'll be alright. But if you are brunette or any other woman of color, it's going to be a hard time getting pushed. And it is the truth when people say that. It really is. But listen, I like this way tonight than what they did last week, instead of making the challenger lose straight up clean, because that was retarded. But we then went next to Kevin Owens for the Kevin Owens show. He demanded Shane McMahon get out here. Shane came out. He was going to do his best in the world thing with Greg Hamilton, but Kevin Owens took the mic away from him, said we've heard enough of this crap. And people, asked him why Shane had to put his career on the line at SummerSlam, which makes sense, but it's because of his last name, and McMahon's get to do it, say whatever they want. Owens pretty much said, he thought about it, and, he changed his mind. He demanded that Shane put his money where his mouth is and put his career on the line. So when Owens wins, everybody gets what they want. Shane pretty much thought about it. He said no. And pretty much Owens that I'm the one who offered up this stipulation in the first place. Okay. Owens is the one who offered it up in the first place. You did this. And Shane said, there was no shame in losing to the best in the world. And say that he could beat Kevin Owens if he wanted to. Shane said that KO's career be over if, even if he were to get counted out or disqualified. Owens pretty much said that, this whole thing, was just to say no. That's what this whole thing is about. And he said that Shane has just proven what everyone has expected. You do all this, your stunts and all this stuff and jumping off of things, but you have no balls. Shane said, I see he said, I see the hostility in your face right now. How about we give a quick preview for Sunday? They started getting ready to fight, then throwing everything out of the ring until Elias came in to pretty much, I don't even know what Elias is for at this point. He just feels like another guy to me at this point. But, both him and Shane attacked them, but Owens got the upper hand then. He hit a stunner on Elias on the announce table. Shane tripped Owens then off the announce table, started punching and kicking him. Shane then pretty much lifted the announce table on top of Kevin Owens, started punching him, and pretty much says, you're done. You're done this Sunday. I am going to get rid of you. So this does put some heat on Shane before Sunday and everything. I know people are thinking it looks silly that you have Shane McMahon, who's not even a wrestler, beating up the actual wrestler that is Kevin Owens. And pretty much, like, even if, Shane loses, nothing really happens. This best in the world thing still continues. So at least they kind of somewhat explain why didn't Shane put his on the line, but Owens is the only one that has to put his career on the line. So it's a one-sided stipulation. So I'm assuming Owens is going to win this Sunday, but then again, even if he wins, the Shane McMahon saga still continues right after that. So it doesn't look like he really loses much, or if Shane really does win, his career is over. But like I said, it's put some heat on him right there. So I guess I gotta make Shane look tough, and I'm sure we'll see a flying elbow. We're gonna see that one way or another. Will be a flying elbow, so don't worry about that. Sami Zayn then came out and talked about offering Aleister Black a gift, a match at SummerSlam. And, he didn't get a response. And, he's locked up in his little safe room. And, so everybody can talk about how cool he is. And that Black loves, these parasites that are in the crowd. And, he's too scared to come out and face them. Black's music hit in. And he said, this match isn't happening at SummerSlam. It's happening right now since, I guess they showed Black while he's, like, in that, before they raise him up and everything. And, I guess he was laying down talking. So, they lifted him up then. I guess he threw the mic down. And the match happened. This was not a bad match, I will say that. Listen, either way, Sami Zayn was going to lose this match. So, either way, if it was at SummerSlam or not, I thought it was okay. Okay, it still ended with a Black mask and everything. So, Black still looks tough here and wins. I'll say that. Sami Zayn continues to be the resident punching bag job guy of the company right now. So, they got nothing for him, and he's just going to get jobbed out every week. So I guess it's better than being buried at SummerSlam then for some reason. But we did it tonight. Shelton Benjamin, they're doing this weird thing again where they ask him, do you see yourself compete for the 24/7 title? He looked around, dazed and confused, and did a smirk. So that's all I can say from that. I still don't know where this is going. I thought they stopped that already, but they are still doing that for some reason. Next thing you know, what was next? Oh, yes, the Firefly Funhouse. Wyatt, I guess he was talking to Huskus there, the pig, and he pretty much was eating a whole bunch of candy, and Huskus likes to eat candy to cover up his insecurities. That Finn Balor's courage is just ignorance in disguise, as, Wyatt was saying to why, Huskus like candy and stuff. He pretty much got a little bit more not pissed, but, a little bit, he went to dark Bray Wyatt looked like, instead of happy-go-lucky, and said that Finn has invited the Fiend to his doorstep. And he said, they have been hurting for so long now, and it's time for Finn Balor to hurt. And then they start showing the Fiend, and they said, let me in. And they actually went to Bray Wyatt as the Fiend, and he said, let me in. So, another good Firefly Funhouse segment. I enjoyed it. Elias then was talking to Chad Gable. Started making short jokes about him. I still think he looks like a gas station attendant. But he said something about short people not having a reason to live. And I don't know. It's not much to say from that. So, there you go. I guess I got to relook at that segment. Something about it didn't make a lot of sense. But, hey, Chad Gable still existed. I'm sure it'll be a match with him and Elias. They then went to a sit-down interview with Kofi Kingston like they did with Randy Orton last week, which once again I thought was one of the best things on the show was the video package sent down like they did with Orton last week. And, it talked about Kofi's career, how he was on top of the world at one point, especially in 2009, after that what he did at the Garden with that boom drop. But then, that whole stupid line thing and how Kofi fought for years, 11 years, because it's almost like he was here, but he was never up there. Stuff I've said before, too, about the guy being the Mick Carter tag team forever, until finally, after 11 years, he became the WWE champion at WrestleMania, and he has, no plan on letting this title go. So he says beating Randy Orton will be vindication to pretty much, get back at everything that has happened before to prove something. So, like I said, to prove something, to make it big for him. So this is Yeah, so it is a big thing for Kofi Kingston though. So like I said, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm messing my words up here, but it shows a big thing for Kofi Kingston though to tell how he's going to win. Well, still retain and beat Randy Orton. So, like I said, this is probably one of the best things I'm kind of looking forward to, at least SummerSlam. This has been a very well built up feud that takes a storyline from over a decade ago, pretty much, and bring it in, almost like a full circle thing into today. Of Kofi, yes, he's finally made it to the top, but it would be like a full circle, give him vindication to beat Randy Orton, because he talked about how Randy Orton uses influence to keep Kofi Kingston down, pretty much from his push back then to even get to where he is right now and keep him in the mid card for almost forever. So I do like the story. That's where it's been going, and I like the sit down video packages they're doing. That's probably one of the best things I've seen on the show. Okay. Next thing was the New Day versus Bryan and Rowan, which I thought they put on a very great tag match in general. This was great. I liked this tag match. Gotta say, man, Big E is a beast when he throws people around. Okay, the belly to belly suplexes are deadly. Something about it is just very, very deadly. But this match did end up in disqualification. Woods was gonna dive on Rowan to the outside, but Rowan had some steel steps and threw it at Woods at his head. Ended up with a DQ. Rowan hit the Big E with the steps, and then he hit the Iron Claw slam on him. And Bryan hit the running knee on Woods then. But after they did all that, Roman Reigns was in the back of the locker room wanting answers. So, like, he told everybody to get out first. That's what he did. And then I guess he thought Buddy Murphy was the attacker. Ow. Chief. Yeah, be careful talking. But, he thought he was the one that tried to take him out, which there's already been people on the internet saying it was Buddy Murphy to begin with. And, I saw you in the hallway last week and everything. I saw you around that whole, the forklift stuff. But Murphy said, I don't know, okay? I don't know anything. But Roman demanded an answer out of him. Who tried to take me out? But Murphy said, listen, I don't want any trouble. I don't know. But even if I did, I wouldn't tell you anyways. So next thing you know, Roman Reigns, I guess he's Batman now, trying to interrogate people. He threw Buddy Murphy all over the locker room, throwing him into a trash can, throwing him onto a table, just throwing him every way, which way around. Which just makes Buddy Murphy look bad, by the way, because first off, the guy's not even on TV or has to even wrestle the match on Smackdown. So what do? You punk him, and Roman just kind of, he just makes him look like a bitch then. And then, he grabbed him and he said, where is he, Murphy? Who is it, huh? Who is it? Tell me who it is. And then Murphy pretty much said, it was Rowan. It was Rowan. And he says, you mean Daniel Bryan and Rowan? And Murphy said he just saw Rowan. As Bryan and Rowan were just still in the ring looking at the video thing, as they, Rowan just had his arms folded and Daniel just looked on. Last week I said it was Daniel Bryan, okay? I said it was Daniel Bryan. But I came close. Rowan was involved too, so is it just Rowan now? Did they give this mystery thing a bit too early? Did they give it away just because SummerSlam is this Sunday and Roman Reigns will most likely now face Rowan or Bryan, since I don't think they really got nothing going on for SummerSlam too, because the tag teams don't really got nothing going on for SummerSlam. There's literally no tag team titles on the line this Sunday for SummerSlam, so that's why you just kind of got you had the tag champions fight tonight, I guess, too, like they did last night. But I don't know, there could be more to this story, but you just punked out Buddy Murphy right here. I just thought they just made him look like a punk. That's what they did. Like, oh yeah, I don't know who did it, but I'm not gonna tell you anyways, even if I do know who it is. And then Roman just throws him. Just like you're gonna tell me I'm interrogating people now. Roman can, it's funny. Roman can make the entire locker room leave. Like, everybody get out, and everybody just sits there and listen to him. That's kind of weird for some reason. But this whole little mystery thing, like at the end, like they did last week, does this give it away? I guess. Like I said last week, I said it was Daniel Bryan, but now they want to say it's Rowan, and Bryan was just there, so. I don't know. What do you want me to go off of this? Okay, I'm not sure what you can take from it. All right, but I just thought the segment was just strange in general, just because they just made Buddy Murphy like a punk, and not Rowan, but Roman just going looking for answers at the end of the show. We can't do it. It's like we gotta save these Roman segments for the end. We can't do it during the show, but we can do it for the ending of the show. Like the whole interview thing was just kind of like, hey, whatever, I'm gonna find who did it, but I should be more pissed off at it. But now it's Rowan and Brian, or it's just Rowan. So I guess we'll see what happens next week, or maybe something at SummerSlam. Then is it a match? I don't know. Did they give it away too early? I guess I'm not really sure. As for the rest of SmackDown, did it really build into SummerSlam? In some ways, yes and no. The Charlotte and Trish thing was kind of whatever promo. I don't give a crap about Ziggler while we making Ray look bad, but hey, we have to make this guy look halfway credible to face Goldberg this Sunday. Black versus Sane was okay. I probably would wait till Sunday, but I guess they did it now just to do it now. I loved the Kofi and Orton video package with the Kofi win this week. That was great. The Firefly Funhouse was pretty good too. The Roman interview, I already talked about the Roman interview. I did like the main event match though. I thought that was a really good match. Also with the New Day and Brian and Rowan. The Kevin Owens show with Shane. In some ways, it makes sense. I will say that, asking Shane, why aren't you putting your career on the line? But it gives him some heat in a way. It does give Shane McMahon heat and everything. But, even if the guy loses, though, like I said, is anything really going to happen since there's no stipulation on the line for him? And, I don't know, it's probably tells Owens going to win this Sunday anyway, so we'll see about that. Natalya and Moon was really good, what it was for, but I see how it worked, and, nobody loses, and, I had to pretty much prepare for the match this Sunday. So that's what I got to say about SmackDown, not as much as, Raw from last night, but it does build into SummerSlam in some ways, I will say better or bad, but, I don't know, the whole ending thing with Roman finally finding out who tried to murder Roman Reigns, and, mystery thing going on, may want to call Sherlock Holmes or Batman. He's the world's greatest detective, or Scooby-Doo or something. But I don't know. Could be more to this story. I guess we just gotta wait and see what happens then. But other than that, I'm out of here. This is my review for SmackDown. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Check out my Raw review. Comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. See you guys later. Peace out. SummerSlam Sunday. It's gonna be a lot going on. The real SummerSlam is mostly NXT TakeOver Toronto. I'm sure everybody's going to be looking forward. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. So it's going to be a lot of wrestling over the weekend. SummerSlam, TakeOver, G1. So, yeah, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace.